Hey guys, Brian Botkiller here, and today in being a successful musician, we're just going to talk a little bit about why giving your music away for free is actually not that bad a thing. Alright, so I got into this semi-micro argument on Google Plus and through some blogs with someone named Michael J. Epstein, who's a musician, who had posted a thing about essentially about musicians not showing the value of their music, specifically when they were giving it away for free. And, I kind of called him out a little bit in the comments on his blog. I said that I really didn't agree with a lot of what he said. And in the long run, I think we found an understanding. As is always the way with internet arguments, you either get an understanding or you just honestly don't. Whatever, either way. Anyway, the reason that I decided to do a vlog about this is that what I found interesting about this whole thing was that, what came out of it was that his feeling is that, musicians who give their music away for free are kind of just begging for people to listen to their music, and so as a result they're kind of devaluing what their music is worth or not showing that it has value. I agree that we need to show that our music has value, that what we create has value. I do agree with that. One of the things that he mentioned was that he felt that no one really has the right to ask for monetary gain for things that they do. I don't agree with that, and I told him that, and we're going to have differing views on these things. I personally believe you have every right in the world to ask for some support for your work if you feel that you have the right to do that. If you feel that your work is good enough, if you are confident enough to do that, I really don't think there's an issue with doing that. So I disagree there, politely as I can. But going back to the whole free music thing, the reason that I don't think we're devaluing music by giving it away for free is really just very simply this, and that is that, people expect so many things to be free these days, and I agree they don't really see the value with those free things very often. I don't think people see the value in the free things they get every single day, which are free-ish: Twitter, Facebook, stuff on the internet, stuff like that, things that they just kind of expect for free. And as a result, they very much just expect music and art for free. So I don't think, personally, that we are devaluing music by offering it up for free. I actually think that it's being devalued by people who just expect that everything should be free. I think that is devaluing art and music and things along those lines. I think that when we offer our work up for free as musicians or artists, I think that we are simply doing what we can in order to get people to look at the work that we create. And I don't think that we're begging, because, if we go out and we tell people, hey, listen to my music, it's free, and stuff like that, that's perceived as begging, but I just really don't think that it's begging, because there's no way that we can form a relationship with absolutely every single person who could potentially listen to our music. We just can't. That's impossible in the world that we live in now, because our music can reach potentially billions of people, given the tools and technology that we now have. So I don't think that we're begging when we do that. If people want to perceive it as begging, that's entirely their own choice. But we're simply using the tools that are available to us to make our music available to the rest of the world. That's all that we're doing when you come right down to it. And so I think that to say that we're begging is a really unfair thing. And to say that we're devaluing music as well, I just don't think that it's true. As I say, I really think that what's devaluing art and music is when it's just expected it should be free and that no support should be given to it at all. I think that it's our job as musicians and artists to show people why they should be patrons of our work. This is something that Amanda Palmer, who's a musician that I greatly respect, recently stated, which is that she thinks that we're moving beyond the realm of passive consumerism with respect to music right now. and moving back into the world of people being patrons of art and music and things like that. And this is nothing new. You know, kings used to commission great composers to make music for them. They were being patrons of their work. And we're coming back to that now, I think. We're basically now looking for people who like what we do well enough that they want to offer money, because money's what works right now, guys. We don't use seashells as currency. I hate to fucking say it, but it's true. You know, they want to offer up money in order to keep us going, because we can't buy ramen with sunshine and rainbows and happiness and hugs and bullshit like that. It's not going to work. We need some money. And I don't think that we should feel bad, and I've said this a lot before, for asking people to support our work with a little bit of money. Now, however we do that is totally something that's up to you as the creative. You know, something that was stated in this blog is that Spotify could be a piracy killer because it can potentially lead to revenue streams for musicians without them having to ask people to pay for their music. And yeah, I think that that's what we need right now, is we need ways to get our works out there in ways that people can essentially pay for things without paying for things. How's that going to work? It's going to work through advertising, guys. That's just a simple fact. Facebook is free because there's a crap ton of ads on it. That's why it's free. That's why Google is a free service. That's why Twitter is free. That's why all these things are free, is advertising is on them. If you don't like advertising, you're going to have to live with it, guys. You're going to either have to figure out a way to get past it, or you're going to have to deal, because that's how things are going to be paid for. I have ads on my YouTube videos. Why? Because that can lead to a little bit of coin for me to be able to keep living off of and doing the things that I do. I don't ask people directly for money for my music all the time. I tell them that if they want to get my music for free, they have a lot of ways they can do it. They can listen on YouTube, where potentially I can make a little bit of money. They can get it for free by just paying with an email address at my Bandcamp page. They can find it for free if they really want to go out and pirate it. Or because I've made it available in as many places as I possibly can, they can hopefully get it, listen to it, like it, and if they choose that they like what I make, they can choose to be a patron of it, and they can support me with a little bit of money, buying a piece of merch, buying a CD, paying a couple bucks for some MP3s, anything like that. I'm working right now to tell people that they need to be patrons of art, patrons of music. They need to support these things, because if they don't, they just very simply go away. I don't feel that I'm devaluing my music by putting it out there for free in a lot of different ways. I don't feel that offering my music up for free listening on YouTube is devaluing it, because I'm offering it up in a way that more people are going to find me, hopefully get into me, and maybe I'll make a little bit of money off of an ad or something like that. But moreover, hopefully they're going to join my mailing list, take an interest in what I do, buy a piece of merch from me, and things like that. You're not going to change everybody's mind, guys. It's just a simple fact. There are people out there who vehemently believe that music should just be free, and they will never pay any money for it, should I say. I see a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people like that. But when I run into people like that, I also like to say to them, well, all right, man, that's cool. But if you think that all that music that you love is going to keep being free, if you don't offer some support for it, you're entirely wrong. And that's just the truth. So what I'm saying here is, don't feel bad about offering your music up for free. If it's the only way that you really have to get your music out right now, that's perfectly fine. Just make it as available as possible, and point out to people that even though it's free, you still would like it if they would be a patron of your work and support you through buying something or supporting you in some fashion or another, because it is going to make a difference in the long run. So anyway, this is my third try on this vlog. I did a couple other times and I was a little bit too ranty, I think, previously. So, you know, right now I'm trying to just point things out in as best a fashion as I possibly can. I would love to hear what you guys think, so please leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Tell me if you're giving your music away for free, or if you are insisting that people only pay for your music and things like that, and if it's working out for you. The last thing I should mention is just very simply that, you know, we don't live in a world anymore where we can just expect for everything to be something that's going to be paid for. People are always looking for a way to get things for free now. And that includes physical goods. Let's face it, you know, they find coupons to get a free donut at some place, and they'll spend a lot of time finding that coupon if they have to. It's just the world that we live in, guys. We have to show people, and this is where I do agree with Michael, that there is value to what we do, whether it's a physical product or an intangible object such as music that can only be heard and really may not even have a physical product because many of us are doing away with CDs and things like that. We have to show people why there's value to what we do, but I don't think we're devaluing that by offering it up in as many ways as possible for them to hear it and play it and various things like that. So those are my thoughts. As always, they're just thoughts. You are welcome to tell me that I am full of bullshit, and if you want to do that, please do so. I'm not going to be hurt. I might tell you why I think I'm not full of bullshit, but I'm always welcoming your comments and thoughts and things like that. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Keep being successful, and I will see you next time. Take care.